He had been wounded seriously twice on the battlefield. On both occasions, the bullet hit him in the head and went right through. The doctor who treated him remarked, "Providence must be saving this man for something out of the ordinary, because he managed to recover himself from 2 wounds, both of which would have been fatal." A military leader, a diplomat, a courtier, he was equally good on the battlefield and in subtle diplomatic affairs. During his lifetime, he attained glory, his titles and ranks. But the best reward for him was when the people said, "Here comes a real Russian soldier, whose love for his motherland is immeasurable." Mikhail Illarionovich Golenishev Kutuzov, the future General Field Marshal, and His Serene Highness Prince of Smolensk, descended from old noble family. After finishing studies at the engineering school, he took part in Russia's war against Turkey and proved to be a brave and highly capable officer. He received training under the famous military leader Alexander Suvorov and became one of the most famous and recognized Russian generals. In June 1812, Napoleon declared war on Russia. Alexander I appointed Kutuzov as the commander of the Russian army, yielding to the wishes of the nobility. 2 adversaries, equally matched in strength, met on the historic battlefront. On August 26, 1812, 2 huge armies, headed by Kutuzov and Napoleon, clashed near the village of Borodino. The severe battle lasted 1 full day. Both armies suffered heavy losses. The Russians retreated but retained the fighting spirit. Napoleon, for the first time, was unable to win a war, as a decisive victory eluded him. The calculations of the genius general proved to be correct. The Napoleon's army entered the deserted Moscow, but their victory turned out to be a defeat. Kutuzov transferred the army to the south of Moscow secretly, thus closing all the routes for the French to get food, supplies, and forage. Several bloody clashes convinced Napoleon that the road to the south, to the rich districts, had been cut off, and he would have to retreat by the ravaged Smolensk way. The food and forage stores were exhausted, thousands of horses died, and there was a drastic deterioration in the areas of discipline. Partisans' activities in the rear were in full swing, and nature itself seemed to have taken the side of Kutuzov. Moscow had not experienced such severe frosts as it did in the winter of 1812. The Napoleon's army retreated in utter confusion and disorder. On December 21st, Kutuzov officially congratulated the army on the eviction of the enemy from Russia, and on January 6th, a manifesto was issued marking the end of the Patriotic War.